take it away to start us off. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Running back searching for a hole. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
And it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks, it's Spencer. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They'll go to the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
Right back to the well. Picks up the first down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And the Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations of USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out, because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them there.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go. The football had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
The Trojans had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Here's the handoff. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. And you saw it on that play.
He'll run it again. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal.
Green 25. Cut it, cut it.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On fourth down, looking to pass. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojan.
I love the aggressive nature of the play calling there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on fourth down. Obviously, you just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it, they score a touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Handoff to the single running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Going to swing it on second down. Quick strike complete. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. We played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Makes the catch. It's Harry. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you got to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. This time it's complete. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Harry. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
This guy reminds me a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy makes plays week in, week out. Top 5 right now in the nation in receiving yards, and that's why he's in the Heisman discussion.
The Ducks have their offense in high gear. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
And the Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And to get rid of it quickly. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Looking to throw on third. Caught near the sticks. It's Harry. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks will have it first and 10. The give to the single back. Can't get him to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line will have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
The lost yardage leaves them with second and 11. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Here's a heat. They're setting up the screen. On the move at the 30. Wide open on the right. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
This running back is so dangerous. He's going to hurt you running the ball, but they find creative ways to get him the ball in the passing game as well. Beautiful job setting up the screen. He was acting as if he was blocking, let the defender run right by him, and then he made magic happen after he had the ball in his hands.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking for a deep man. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
This is an offense that wants to take shots in the pass game. That time they went play action, and they were throwing the go route. That's one-on-one. Who's faster? The receiver gets in behind the defender. He is able to make the catch and take it in for the score.
And he tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. I want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
A first down for the offense. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy in second down.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
They're dealing with a second and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Herring. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Ducks come to the ball, trying to pick up this third and short. Wants to throw again. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on third and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. The give to the back. Runs through the tackle. Breaks into the open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, USC!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, and he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. South Alabama is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by just 4 to Troy. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run from the shotgun. Gets it past the marker. Flying out to the left. At the 30. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oregon! You know they love their track at Oregon. And when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking for space, it's Freeman. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
The Trojans come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Trojans will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They go to the ground. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Good timing on the quick out. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Right on the money. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a first half, and now you got a chance to tie this football game.
And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. On the move from inside it, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Scooped up by the kicking team.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job of ball security.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Off-play action. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Handoff to the lone back. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Trojans will boot away to start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made...
There he goes. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Trojans! The defense gets it done with a huge interception return.
And stop it. How about back-to-back weeks with pick sixes? This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick Six, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Intercepted for the 11th time. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Trojans. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it.
He's going for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's second and long. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Man, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Keeping it on the ground with the single back.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Running to the left. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Might be calling a hot route. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens. You can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Wants to fire on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got him downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got a man. It's Mooney. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that fourth down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy is not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, Dave.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
Get set, get set.
Give to the running back. Open space at the 25. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Looking for space. It's Freeman. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Buying some time as he moves left. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
I know this defense feels like they missed some opportunities. Yeah, they had 2 sacks their last game out, but they feel like they left a bunch more out on the field, and they wanted to try to get to the quarterback in this game. That was finally the first time they registered a sack so far here. Curious to see how this pass rush looks the rest of the way.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter. Time to go win it.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Finds his man in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Got his man. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree. Jesse agrees. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
It's complete on the right side. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's complete. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
Well, that is a play that we're going to circle. If this team is able to fight their way back and win this game, that one was huge. 4th down, picking up the first, getting some momentum and keeping this drive alive.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. And I don't think he got in. Those big bodies up front just creating a wall at the goal line. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they made it tough. And now the offense faces 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Ducks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
and great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Wants to throw on first down. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
I think a lot of people were curious what the strategy would be tied this late in the game with this field position. Do you play it safe? Do you play it for OT? I think you just got the answer right there. This coaching staff believes in this quarterback to make the throws to put their offense in position to win this game late.
Second down, he'll throw it. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Pulls it in. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And the Trojans send out the punt unit. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to think about when you want to use that final timeout, when you're going to clock it. Every single second counts. You need a field goal to win, but you got to manage this clock.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Catch in the middle. It's Mooney. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Completion to the left, looking for the first down. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. The Ducks decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Leaves it with the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Four quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. The give to the tailback. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Now, when I'm in OT and I start to get in this territory, I gotta be thinking touchdown. Like, what are my plays that I can go to now? I ran the football, I showed a little bit of conservativeness. Now I got to take advantage of a shot out wide. What's my best go-to play in this situation?
Now the play fake. On the move, he fires. He's got an open man. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Hand off to the fullback. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they score first here in overtime.
I love fullbacks. They do such a good job. They're so unselfish, and I love when you throw them a bone near the goal line. Everybody knows it's coming. All the beef in the game. Give him the football. He does the rest. Reward the big fella for all his hard work.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Fires to the big fella. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
The number 1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him. Nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Huge 3rd down to keep the drive alive. They need a touchdown on this possession. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
Fourth down to keep their chances alive in overtime. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
That just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
They'll try the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon! They got
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. From the gun to give, looking for room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The Ducks are in the red zone. They'll ride the hot hand. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. Snags it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Offense will use a timeout with a critical down coming in overtime. This, the biggest play of the game so far. Going for it on fourth down in overtime. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. As a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. Power football with the run. Picks up the first down, still moving. That'll do it! Big double overtime, touchdown, they'll walk it off!
Game on the line. They've got to be the more physical side. Great job getting blocks up front. He was able to skirt his way into the end zone, David, to win this game.
And that's why I want the ball second in OT. I know exactly what I need to go get it done. They take it down the field, run in the end zone, and end the football game.